I loved your latest TikTok, Chelsea.
Oh my goodness. Ugh.
I loved your latest TikTok, Chelsea.
Is this what primary school is actually like these days? Namoy, it's Joinen, and welcome to Grace's World, where Barbies talk and you wish they didn't. This channel chronicles the life of some talking Barbie dolls who, for some reason, talk with the most annoying version of an Australian accent a human could possibly come up with. Today we're going to attempt to endure one of these videos. Let's just pick episode 258? They've made 258 of these things. Barbie, no school uniform.
Isabel, why? Why aren't you dressed for preschool?
Because I have to practice my karate. Ow!
And welcome to Grace's World. Okay, if you haven't got the picture, the sets here are all photos of an actual house, and the Barbie dolls are kind of a green screened on in front to make them look life-size, I suppose. And every character in Grace's World is dubbed by Grace herself. Why does she voice her characters like this? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
Isabel.
I'm so sorry, Tommy. Wow, my karate is so good.
Come on, girls. I'm going to be late to work. Quick, Chelsea, go clean your teeth. What about the twins?
Yowza!
I'll take them.
Daddy, why do you have to wear that to work all the time?
Because I have to wear a shirt and tie to work.
Why?
Because they want us to look professional, I guess.
Great! Setting up the story here. Clearly this app is going to be all about uniforms.
I loved your latest TikTok, Chelsea.
Oh my goodness. Ugh.
I loved your latest TikTok, Chelsea.
Is this what primary school is actually like these days?
Yeah, that was funny. Thanks. I can't believe how many...
Before we get started this morning, Principal DeQuino wants to have a word with you.
Principal to who? You could have picked any name.
Oops, someone's done something wrong. Please don't let it be me.
Morning, girls. Don't worry, no one's in trouble.
Phew.
Dang, for a second there I thought they found that body I hid in the dumpster.
The school has decided that all students are to wear school uniforms from next Monday.
What? A uniform?
This is the uniform we've decided on here. I think it looks quite smart.
Smart? It looks awful.
Chelsea, it doesn't look that bad, alright? The rest of Australia has to wear uniforms. It's tough luck.
Each of you a form for your parents to fill out, and we'll get your new uniforms to you by the end of the week. Thank you, Principal DeQuino. All right, class, come up and get a form.
Come up and get a form. So unrealistic. Everybody knows that when it comes to forms in schools, it is take one, pass it on.
I'm not wearing a uniform.
Listen here, Chelsea. What makes you so special, huh? What makes you think you can get away without wearing a uniform? It's a uniform. By definition, everyone has to wear one. What, and you think your fashion choices are so great? I'm sorry. I got a little bit carried away. I didn't enjoy wearing a uniform at school either, and admittedly, I'd be pretty bummed if I happened to be one of the few people in Australia who went to a school that didn't have to wear uniforms, and then Principal Blawinski comes in and tells me I have to wear a skirt.
Chelsea, how was school?
Fine.
What's wrong?
I have to wear a uniform. That's what's wrong.
Some top-class storytelling features. We get a little glimpse into the inner monologue of Chelsea the Barbie doll.
But if I don't give Barbie the form, I don't get a uniform.
Did she just call her mum Barbie? This raises so many questions. First of all, why is she not calling her mum mum, but she calls her dad dad? Is Barbie just her stepmom? If Barbie's name is Barbie, and all the rest are Barbie dolls, what's the relation here? Is everybody related to Barbie? Does everybody come from Barbie? I don't care. I mean, I'm just still hung up on the fact that she called her mum by her name.
Actually, everything's fine.
Oh, well, how about a snack?
Sure.
Oh, Chelsea about to get found out. She was whipping up some sneaky little lie, clearly not thinking many steps ahead. Hey, if I lie to my mum and say I don't have to wear a uniform, then I will be the only girl in school who shows up without a uniform. That'll go down swimmingly, and I won't look like a fool wearing a uniform. Miss Myers, parents, please make sure you fill out the form that was given to the students today so they can get their uniforms by the end of the week. Is this how stuff goes down these days? Like, do the teachers just have the parents' phone numbers and just text them? It's 3:27. She got home pretty quick. What time does school finish in this universe? My school only finished at 3:30.
Uniform? What? Who said anything about a uniform?
Okay. Chelsea, I understand you're young. You may not be old enough to have studied history at this point, but as someone who could not more perfectly fit the exact specifications of the Aryan race, with your golden blonde hair and bright blue eyes, that stance may not be ideal. You're a kid, you may get an ignorance pass for a little while, but you may not want to get into the habit.
Miss Myers just messaged me.
Oh, great.
Package for a, Chelsea Roberts.
That's me. What is it?
It says school uniform.
Oh, no, that's not for me.
What? They get their school uniforms, like, delivered to their house? That's pretty intense. Like, why wouldn't they just pick them up from school? Seems like a far more cost-effective way to go about it.
But you said you were Chelsea Roberts.
No, I thought you said Kelsey Roberts.
Well, I'll take this back then. Bye, Kelsey.
I don't think it really works like that. I've received packages on behalf of my dad before. If it's got your address on it, you're gonna be just fine. And again, Chelsea, it's just not a good look.
I'll take that. Oh, Chelsea, that looks so nice. Very smart, Chelsea.
It's horrible.
You look great. You got nothing to worry about. Literally every single one of your friends will be wearing the exact same uniform. You're gonna be doing just fine.
What? Oh, nothing. I don't like...
Oh, jeez. Nothing creepier than some giggly little twins.
It looks funny. Yeah, I'm glad we don't have to wear a uniform.
And can we just swing around back to this whole accent thing? Why do they all talk like this? If I was a parent and my kids were watching this, I would possibly just straight up tell them to not. As Australians, parents are always shocked at how their kids are pronouncing everything the American way because of TV, and some parents don't like that. They'd prefer their kids to sound Australian. I'd rather my kid be speaking an entirely different language than be talking like this. If my imaginary child started imitating any single word the same way these characters do, that would be basis enough for me to outright ban this YouTube channel from our household.
Well, you will when you start school.
What? And what's with this red bow?
At least I'm not the only one who has to wear a uniform.
Seems like a subtle dig at Barbie. Jeez, you know, maybe you could pick up a couple of shifts a week. I'm kidding. I'm sure they have it all worked out and have decided that the benefits of Barbie being a stay-at-home mum outweigh the extra few bucks she'd be getting if she were to work. And really, if their house is anything to go off, they're doing just fine.
Well, don't you girls look nice?
No.
Sorry, Chelsea?
I said yes, miss.
Jeez, Chelsea got some sass. Answering back to the principal.
This thing is itching my neck. Mine too. I can't wear this. Well, there's not much we can do about it now. We'll see.
Oh, Chelsea, sometimes life chucks you a lemon. You just gotta make do, give it a week, you'll be used to it. There's honestly a few benefits to having a uniform. You never have to worry about your fashion. There's less class separation of people who can afford the expensive clothes versus the cheap clothes. Free dress days feel pretty fun and special.
Come on, Chelsea. You nearly ready? What are you doing?
I can't wear this uniform. I don't like it.
You know
Ugh.
Barbie won't let you leave the house without your uniform.
Even he's referring to her as Barbie. I feel like that's strange. Like you'd think it'd say like, you know, mum won't let you leave, or even, you know, your mum won't let you leave. Everybody's just calling her Barbie. She must be a stepmom.
That's why I'm wearing the uniform over my dress. Then I'll take off the uniform before I get to school.
Chelsea, I didn't think you thought this through. You're gonna look like such a donkey when you get to school and you're the only one not in a uniform. And then what? You're probably gonna get detention. It's just not gonna be worth it.
Oh, good idea. You know what? I don't like wearing my suit either. It's so uncomfortable.
So...
I'll meet you downstairs in 5 minutes.
What? What is with this dad?
Bye, dear.
He's doing the same thing. Like, what? I don't understand. He's a fully grown adult. Why does he think this is a good idea? He's gonna rock up to work in his Hawaiian t-shirt. You're telling me the only reason he puts his uniform on at the start of the day is because Barbie won't let him leave the house without it? Not because, like he already said, it's a literal work requirement?
Chelsea and I are off now.
All right, have a good Ken. Why does
Wait, he's Ken? It's Barbie and Ken. So is Chelsea Barbie's daughter? Did Ken have an affair?
your shirt look funny? And Chelsea, what's that?
Got to go. Bye.
Bye. What are they up to?
Everything all right, Ken? Yes, boss. Never better. Right. So, where's your suit? I'm not wearing a suit anymore. It's so uncomfortable.
What?
Ken, if you're going to work here, you need to wear a suit.
What is wrong with Ken? Chelsea can be forgiven. She's an actual child. Obviously, she's gonna put up a fight. She doesn't like the uniform. Ken, you're an adult. Pull yourself together.
What's he gonna do? Fire me? Sorry, boss, but this is the new me. Marion, can you put an ad in the paper for a new employee? Ken will be leaving us. Oh, fine. I'll wear a suit.
I don't know how else you thought this was gonna go down, Ken.
Chelsea, what are you doing? I told you I don't like the uniform.
All of the little girls have the exact same voice. It's kind of hard to tell who's talking. I think you just have to keep a watchful eye for who's wriggling the most.
But you can't wear that.
See, so I think it's the person in the front left.
Yeah, Principal DeQuino said no excuses.
Principal DeQuino. What I can't get over that name.
Chelsea, where's your uniform?
Yeah,
I
Chelsea.
don't have it, miss. It's so uncomfortable.
Come on, there's much better excuses you could come up with. It's in the wash. We only got one. I don't know. I lost it.
You heard what Principal DeQuino said. I'm going to have to let her know.
How come in fiction, the principal plays such an integral part of all these little things that really don't matter? Like the principal's job is to run the school, not to have some words with some child over the fact that she's not wearing a uniform. So then pretty much Chelsea and Ken get the bright idea that they're going to make a petition and get people to sign it so that they don't have to wear a uniform. Chelsea gets a few of her friends to sign it. Doesn't work. Ken doesn't get anyone else to sign it. He has one signature. It's his. He takes it to his boss anyway. And he's like, here's a petition. I don't want to wear a uniform. Then he threatens to fire him again. And he's like, nah, it's all good. I'll wear my uniform. So neither Chelsea nor Ken got what they wanted. I honestly don't really understand how Ken actually does still have his job. It is worth mentioning that Grace's World was created by, surprise, surprise, a girl named Grace. She's actually an Australian girl who probably lives down the road from me somewhere who has her own channel, Grace's Room. I repeat, I do not in any way attempt to make fun of her and what she's doing. It is quite the opposite. This teen girl is literally out there making probably millions, making YouTube Barbie movies, and that is the coolest thing ever. The voices are incredibly annoying, but that's because we're old and jaded and not at all. I mean, we are the absolute antithesis of the target demographic. And if you're new here, that's pretty much what we do. We take things that are intended for a completely demographic, take it completely out of context, and I attempt to make sense of it as a grown man. So that's gonna lead me to say that these videos are the YouTube equivalent of nails on a chalkboard, but I wanna make it very clear that I'm not making fun of Grace. She's doing a fantastic job, and she's an order of magnitude more successful than myself. Probably among the very most successful YouTubers in Australia, actually. So power to her. Those voices will haunt me in my dreams. Anyway, get some of this sweet lemon carton merch in the description below, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching my video, but now that it's done, please watch another one.